Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. We have Lona here with us. She's an energy expert based in Spain right now, and let's let Lona introduce herself and her business to the audience.
Hi everybody. Thank you so much for having me. So I'm Lorna Jane, and as Tony said, I am the energy expert. So I work with predominantly female entrepreneurs, although I do have some men that I work with, and I help them come back into alignment on a mental, emotional, and spiritual level. A lot of my clients tend to hit a roadblock in their business and their life, and in order to get to their next level, they're kind of leading from a place of strategy and logic. And what I do is I help them kind of connect to the energy and the suppressed emotions and the thinking so that they can expand and get to a whole new, different, untapped version of themselves.
So, how can someone actually connect to their energy?
Oh, that's a biggie. That's a big question. So it's something that takes practice, but actually, once you get to understand and feel and sense your energy, it becomes just like brushing your teeth. It becomes part of your daily habit. And connecting to your energy, first of all, we have to quieten your logical mind. And if you come from a corporate workplace, we're highly functioning from a pragmatic, logical space. So it makes sitting in stillness incredibly difficult. So the first thing we want to do is we want to be working on our brain waves and getting into a theta state, quieting the brain waves and actually being comfortable, being uncomfortable, right? And this is slowly, 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 when we start to sit in this stillness in this space, we can start to then assess and be curious with how am I feeling today? What is my body feeling? And feeling for answers. And so it's more moving out of your head and into your heart and moving from that place. But it takes practice and takes breaking habits, because I think you cannot lead from that place and then jump straight into your intuition or straight into your energy, completely different types of energy.
Yes, wonderful. Thanks for sharing that. As you were talking about this, I know how much this actually helped me in my own business as well, because I was sort of always against meditation, against sort of these kind of things because I couldn't do it. Simply, I couldn't do it. I was just like
Yeah,
sitting there and I would get a lot of thoughts coming in, and then it would be a disaster after like, 20 minutes wasted time. But then
yeah,
when I actually managed to get to that point where I can actually do it and really sort of calm my mind in such a way that I allow the ideas to show up, that I allow different things. It just made such a huge difference. So yeah, thanks for sharing that. And so if
yeah.
someone is working with you, when someone is working with you, how do you actually help them get there faster?
Yeah. So I think the first thing to realize is it's not always speed, but I understand what you're saying because every person, and you'll know this from the work that you do as well, every person is made up of energy. So every single experience, every memory, every emotion that's stored in your energetic field plays a part in who you are today. And so when they come to me, we go through what I call a period of unraveling. So I am a psychic as well. I'm clairvoyant. So I actually close my eyes and I get like an X-ray vision in my third eye of people's energy. It's like putting on a pair of glasses. It's quite surreal. I went through my whole life thinking everyone could do the same as me until I realized actually that's a superpower and no one else can see what I can see.
Wow.
So, and now it's amazing. So it takes me seconds to just zone into somebody's energy and be like, aha, this is why you've got physical problems. This is why you're not moving there because of the emotions and the thinking and the experiences that they've gone through. And from that, we then kind of make a plan. I don't like using that word, it's very masculine, but we'd kind of create like an energetic prescription, for want of a better word, and we work through those things. So it's more a case of understanding them on a deeper level and looking at all of the trauma and all of the suppressed emotions that they've not ever really dealt with. And sometimes that's not in this lifetime. Sometimes it's past as well. So I do some spiritual regression work where I take them back through hypnosis into past lives and clear that energetic trauma that they're holding within their system. So it's quite a lot of deep energetic work involved.
And what are the kind of results people get when you go through this?
So I've had clients come to me where they don't know what they want. They just know that they're not in complete fulfillment in their life. So, for example, I've had a client come to me recently who's actually very successful in her business. She works with Akashic Records, so she's a spiritual entrepreneur. She does this work. And I offered out some energy readings, and she came through into my business from that. And after about 2 months, she said, I just feel like I need to work with you, but I don't know why. And so she wasn't necessarily stuck. But what's unraveled is my spiritual team, who I work with, has shown me this whole untapped version of her in her business that she needs to birth. So she's now winning contracts with overseas businesses. I told her that she had 3 to 4 businesses in Eastern. I was shown a map, but she wasn't using LinkedIn. So I said, you need to get on LinkedIn and you need to start talking to this type of person because they're there in your energy field, but you're not speaking to that person. You've got to speak to them and draw them in. And we also went through, might sound a bit weird, we went through a galactic activation. I'm a channeler, so I work with lots of different energies. And when I do a activation with someone, I never really know where we're going to go. And I unlocked her ability to be able to use light language. So light language, for those that don't know, it's like a very ancient kind of it's energy, but it's done with movement of your hand symbols, or you can speak it out, and it holds an energetic frequency. The galactics use it a lot. And what that is doing is opening up different parts of her gifts. It opens up any suppressed trauma, and it enables her to hear the wisdom between her and her spiritual team. It's all done on a frequency. And when you do that from the inside, you will get more creative ideas in your business. You'll open up more opportunities. You'll work with different clients. So this client's flying now, and she's only had 3 sessions with me. That's it. Uh, and so she didn't really come to me saying, hey, I want to work with some Eastern companies and I want to get on LinkedIn. She came with an open mind, and that's what kind of came through. But I have also worked with people on a physical level. So people have come to me. I've had clients that have had cancer, that have been really severely unwell. And we've had clients that have been discharged from hospital and they're fully healed, which is amazing
Wow.
because of the trauma that they were holding. I had 2 clients, one that had a brain tumor, one that had breast cancer, and they were holding trauma from their past, like as a child, and they're in their late 30s, early 40s. And so I've helped people heal on a physical health issue as well. I had another client that wanted to get pregnant and couldn't. She tried so many different types of holistic like therapy, coaching, hypnosis, nothing would help her. And her first session, she didn't tell me this. Her first session, I said, your sacral chakra, which is where we hold our sexual energies, completely closed through trauma. And it's because she didn't tell me this. She was locked into her house by a past boyfriend who set the house on fire. And she's just completely energetically closed off. And with 12 weeks of working with me, she went on to have a baby. She got pregnant. She moved out of her parents' house, and she's now setting up her own healing business to help other people as well. So that's amazing.
Wow, wonderful. And are you doing this actually online or you're doing it in person or how do you do it?
Yeah, everything is online. I've been in business 11 years now. I've been trying my best to travel all over the world as much as I can. And so I'm in Spain. I've just done 3 months in Asia. So everything I do is online. I started my business like most entrepreneurs did, like from their living room, and decided that actually I didn't feel activated. And I feel activated. And then when I travel, getting into land grids, ley lines now, the energy line that runs underneath different countries all over the world, there's different countries that activate you and your soul. And so I find that when I travel, I feel lit up and I feel more activated, then I'm able to support my clients as well. So yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
digital.
totally wonderful. So, so basically, just to recap for our audience and listeners, when you were able actually to meet someone online and close your eyes and see their energy, see maybe in their body where there is pain and number of other things, and you can tell them that on the spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I mean, how people can actually contact you or get in touch with you and maybe check some of those things out.
Yeah, so you can go onto my website. So that's www.lorna, Lorna, hyphen Jane, JAYNE.co.uk. You can come and find me on Instagram, Lorna_Jane, the energy expert, or you can find me on Facebook, Lorna Jane Lifestyle Balance.
Wonderful. I can definitely share the links for anyone watching us or listening to this episode. The links will be in the description. You can check them out. And then also, obviously some of the things that we're talking about were really, deep and for a number of listeners. But what's one tip that you can share with someone who is actually starting their spiritual journey or maybe sort of like feeling or experiencing messages from their intuition but not really recognizing them or not using them or seeing afterwards after the event that hey, this was intuition actually sending me a message. What's some tip that you can share with them, please?
Yeah, I think in terms of managing your energy and when you're new onto this journey, I think the biggest tip I would say is know how to clear and protect your energy. And you can do this very, very simply. So every morning when you have your shower, hopefully you have a shower every morning. You imagine the water running from the shower above your head. You imagine when you close your eyes that it is high vibrational light and it is moving through your entire energy field. Now, those that don't know, we have seven main energy centers within our body. And if you don't know where they are, it's fine. You can just imagine that that light is cleansing. So as that water is running down your body, it is cleansing your energy field. And energy is emotions. You can have other people's words come into your energetic field. If somebody from yesterday was angry towards you, that can be stuck in your energy, and you go to sleep with that energy stuck on you. And then you wonder why, when you wake up the next day, you feel a bit sluggish. So, if you can get into a routine of being like, okay, every morning when I have my shower, I clear my energy, you're going to wake up, your energy is crystal clean. And then you need to put a layer of protection so that those people can't come in and suck your energy out, because we all have those, right? Those energy vampires. So you just want to imagine that around your human physical body is a bubble of light. And you can do this so many different ways. I actually have stuff like this on my YouTube, Lorna Jane. So you can go and have a look on there. And just imagining that you've got this shield of light, it's going to bring all your energy into that bubble, but it can't leave, and vice versa. No one else's energy can come into your sacred energy. And it keeps you just feeling balanced and supported and grounded throughout your day.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing this exercise with us. And thank you for sharing your story and, your tips as well. Thank you all for watching and listening to this episode. I hope you have a wonderful time wherever you are. And if you like this episode, drop us a like, subscribe, and also share it with your friends and family. And see you all in the next episode. All the best and bye bye.